Hello everyone, welcome back to the K-pop Fame channel. Today we'll be discussing some super exciting news for fans of Yafei and Meng Na. Behind the camera flashes, sweet smiles, and seemingly perfect moments together, there's often a story far more complicated than we imagine. The relationship between Yafei and Meng Na was once a hot topic, even considered one of the most well-matched couples in the public eye. However, who would have thought that this seemingly harmonious relationship would end so shockingly? Many speculations arose, ranging from a third party, career pressures, to conflicts never revealed to the public. So, what really happened? In this video, we'll delve into the story behind Yafei and Meng Na's breakup. Based on various stories, indirect signals, and gradually revealed facts, early in their relationship, Yafei and Meng Na were known as a supportive couple. The two were often seen close, both professionally and off-screen. Many fans believe that their relationship was more than just a formality, but was truly based on genuine feelings. The way they interacted, the small gestures they gave each other, and their natural body language led the public to believe they shared a strong emotional bond. However, over time, subtle changes began to emerge, though not everyone noticed. The first change came with an increasingly busy schedule. Yafei's ever-rising career forced her to divide her focus between work and personal life. Meanwhile, Meng Na was also at a crucial stage in her life and career. These differing priorities slowly created a distance. On some occasions, they were rarely seen together, and their once warm interactions began to feel more formal. For a regular couple, this might be a temporary phase, but for a public figure, the pressure could be multiplied. Another story circulating mentions differing outlooks on life. Yafei is known as ambitious and highly focused on her career, while Meng Na is portrayed as prioritizing emotional balance and relationship stability. These differences don't necessarily mean either party is wrong, but when two people are moving at different speeds and in different directions, conflict is unavoidable. Several sources mention that serious discussions often occur between them, not major fights, but rather long, emotionally draining conversations. Furthermore, external pressure also plays a significant role. Public scrutiny, netizen comments, and fan expectations often weigh heavily on them. Every small gesture is analyzed, and every social media post is overinterpreted. In such circumstances, personal space becomes increasingly limited. Sometimes, the decision to separate isn't due to lost love, but rather because both parties feel the relationship no longer provides peace of mind. Rumors of a third party's involvement have surfaced, but to date, there has never been any solid evidence to confirm this. Many observers believe that the breakup is more likely due to an accumulation of unresolved issues. When communication becomes strained and mutual understanding fades, separation becomes the most realistic, albeit painful, option. Ultimately, both Yafei and Meng Na chose to maintain a mature demeanor. There was no public blaming, no overt drama that further fueled the situation. This attitude demonstrated that their relationship was meaningful, and that the decision to separate was made with careful consideration. While this may be disappointing for fans, it's a step toward moving on in a healthier way for both of them. As time passed after news of the breakup broke, the public began to notice one significant change in Yafei and Meng Na's behavior. They became more private, more cautious about sharing their personal lives. Previously, their social media posts often featured togetherness or sweet nothings that sparked speculation, but now all that has disappeared. Many fans refer to this phase as the silent period, a period where the two try to heal without having to explain anything to the world. Several close friends mentioned that the decision to separate wasn't sudden. Their relationship had gone through many long discussions, emotional deliberations, and difficult moments of doubt. There were times when love was still there, but emotional exhaustion was far more dominant. In such circumstances, staying could actually hurt both parties. Therefore, the separation wasn't a sign of defeat, but rather the most honest way out. Interestingly, after their separation, both Yafei and Meng Na showed positive progress in their respective careers. Yafei appeared more focused, more confident, and more mature in her latest projects. Meanwhile, Meng Na seemed to have rediscovered the calm and emotional stability she had lost. This has led many fans to understand that the decision may have been necessary, even if it was initially bittersweet. However, many still hold out hope for a possible reconciliation. This hope stems from the way the two maintain mutual respect. Never rule out the possibility, and never completely erase the past. However, to date, there are no clear signs that they will get back together. Instead, they both seem to be choosing to move forward, taking the lessons learned from their relationship with each other. Ultimately, Yafei and Meng Na's story reflects that love isn't always enough to sustain a relationship. It requires alignment of timing, goals, and mental readiness. When these three things no longer align, letting go can be the most mature form of love. Although their story didn't end as many had hoped, it still left a lasting impression on fans who followed their journey from the beginning. Looking deeper, Yafei and Meng Na's relationship also reveals a darker side of public figures' lives that's rarely discussed. Many personal decisions must be weighed not only based on their feelings, but also on their impact on their careers, public image, and the people around them. In such circumstances, love often has to compromise with reality. What for ordinary people might be resolved privately, for them, becomes unavoidably public. Some observant fans even noticed a change in the way the two talked about the future. Topics that once sounded full of shared plans slowly shifted to individual focus. This was a subtle signal that their lives were beginning to take their own paths. Not because of a loss of affection, but because they both realized that forcing togetherness could lead to greater regrets later. Interestingly, there was no official statement fully explaining the exact reasons for their breakup. No excessive drama, no putting each other down. Their relationship may have ended, but the story of maturity, the courage to let go, and choosing one's own happiness will always be a part of their journey. And perhaps this is the simplest yet hardest truth to accept. Sometimes, breaking up is the best way to maintain mutual respect. Yafei and Meng Na's story reminds us that not all relationships end because of one major mistake. Sometimes, distance, time, and different life paths slowly separate two people who once loved each other. Behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world, they are still ordinary people struggling with difficult feelings and choices. What do you think? Was this breakup the best decision for both of them? Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting stories. See you in the next video.